let's go to page 594 and start with number 1. Well, this one you have to use the problem from oral exercises. So for number 1 through 12, you have to use the oral exercises 6 through 17. So the differential is 5. Okay, so you just add 5 to get to the problem. So for number 1, you have to use 6, right? So this is number 6 on the oral exercise. Again, when you're solving, what you do is get your information organized. Always get your ABCs and small a, small b, small c. Okay, so for the information for number 6. So again, this is equal to number 6. Okay, on the oral exercise. Okay, so a equal to 17. Angle B equal to 20 degrees, and angle C equal to 60 degrees. Okay, so from here, let's go ahead and so first we can get the angle A right away. Okay, so use 180 minus 20 minus 60, so this will give you 100 degrees. Okay. So once we do that, then we can find the, so now you have two of the same letter, you can use law of sine, right? Again, so if you go back to the notes from before, if two of the letters are the same, then use law of sine. Okay, so law of sine is much easier to use than the law of cosine. Okay, so let's look for B. Okay, so use law of sine, so you're going to have B over sine B equal to, and the one you know is A, so you have to use A over sine A. Okay, so substitute everything in. So B over sine of 20 degrees equal to 17 over sine of 100 degrees. So multiply by sine of 20 degrees on each side. Okay, so this will cancel out. So B will equal to, so get your calculator. So you got 17 times sine of 20 degrees divided by sine of 100 degrees equal, so 5.9. So this will equal to 5.9. And let's go ahead and carry extra digits. So 5.90. Okay, so let's go and put over here, so 5.90. Now to get C, so again, let's do the C over sine C equal to, again, use the A, so A over sine A. So substitute all the numbers in, so C over sine of 60 degrees equal to 17 over sine of 100 degrees. Okay, so to solve for C, you have to get rid of the denominator. So times by sine of 60 degrees on both sides. So you can put in parentheses, so that way you can kind of differentiate between what's original and what is the add-on. Okay? Okay, so you got C equal to, get a calculator. So you got 17 times sine of 60 degrees and divided by sine of 100 degrees equal, so you got 14.95. Okay. And the instructions say 3 significant digits. So you want to get 3 digits, so it'll be, so this end up with, so this will round it up, run 949. So this will get chopped off, so it'll be 14.9. Okay, so again, they want you to get 3 digits for your final answer, and so this is it. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 3. So number 3 is, so again, you have to add 5, right, to figure out what point. So 3 would be number 8 on oral exercise. Okay, so number 3 is number 8 on the oral exercise. So you can get your A, B, C, small a, small b, small c. Okay, so this one you got small a equal to 5, and small b equal to 7, and small c equal to 11. Okay, so you got 3 letters are all different. So again, if all three are different letters, then use a law of cosine. And I'm going to use a law of cosine to get the biggest angle. Okay, that way I don't have to worry about the second case and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to look for c first. Okay, so angle. So again, so I have to use the c version, right? So c squared equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of c. Okay, let's substitute everything in. Again, don't calculate yet, just do substitution. Okay, so 2ab cosine of c. Okay, so work it out. Okay, so again, do not subtract 70 because this is part of this term. So minus 25 and minus 49. So that this will cancel out. So get your calculator. So 121 minus 25 minus 49 equal 47 equal to negative 70 cosine of c. So divide by negative 70. So divide by negative 70. So again, you have to subtract these, but you have to divide these because this is the multiplication. So be careful with that. Okay? So cosine of c equal to, so 47 divided by negative 70 equal negative 0.6714. Okay? So your angle c, you have to use second function of cosine. Okay, so you go second cosine of the answer that I got from before. So you don't want to retype everything, right? So you don't have to use your calculator function and push equal. So 3 significant digits, so this would be 132 degrees. Okay, so 132, actually 0.2. 132.2. Okay, so that's 132.2 degrees. Okay, so now I'm going to look for B or A, doesn't matter. Now let's do A. Okay, so sine A over A equal to sine C over C. So sine A over 5 equal to sine 132.2 degrees over 11. Now your answer might off by just a little bit. That's okay because depends on your rounding and depends on what number you enter. Okay, so the last digit may off by just a little bit. So that's okay. Okay, multiply by 5 on each side. So this will cancel out. So I get sine A equal to, okay, so I'm going to get calculator. I want to work this part out. So I get 5 times sine of 132.2 degrees divided by 11 equal 0.3367. And then I'm going to find the angle A. So I need to use second function of sine. So I go second sine of the answer I got from before, push equal, and this will give me 19.7 degrees. Okay, so this will be 19.7 degrees. Now to get this angle, I just have to use 180 minus 19.7 minus 132.2 equal, I get 28.1 degree. Okay, and so that's it. So again, like I said, depends on how many digits you enter to do the calculation. Your answer might off just a little bit. Okay, so that's fine. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 5 will equal to number 10 on our oral exercise. Okay, so you can get your A, B, C, small a, small b, small c. Okay, small b equal to 10, small c equal to 13, and angle A equal to 120 degrees. Okay. So this one, all three letters are different, so you have to use law of cosine. And this one, since angle A is giving and C and A is missing, so you have to use the A version of it. Okay, so you have to use A squared equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine of A. Let's go and substitute everything in. So A squared equal to 100 plus 169 minus 260 cosine of 120 degrees. So it depends on your calculator. Sometimes you can just enter from here instead of doing this step. So this part we don't need that. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to enter it over here since my calculator can type in all this stuff. So 10 squared plus 13 squared minus 2 times 10 times 13 times cosine of 120 degrees push equal, so get 399, and I'm going to take the square root of that. So I'm going to take the square root of the answer I got from before, push equal, so A equal to 19.97. And if I run up to 3 digits, this will run it up, so it becomes 20.0. I run this up to 20.0. Okay, so now I got two of the same letters. Now I can use the law of sine. Okay, so I'm going to look for B. So I'm going to do sine B over B equal to sine A over A. So let's substitute the numbers in. So sine B over B is 10, okay, equal to sine A is 120 degrees over 20. Okay, multiply by 10 on both sides. So this will cancel out. So sine B equal to, get a calculator, so you got 10 times sine of 120 degrees divided by 20 equal 0.4330. Then I'm going to find angle B by taking the second function of that. So whenever you're looking for angle, you have to use second function. So second sine of the answer I got from before. Okay, push equal. So it'd be 25.65. So it'd be, okay, so when you run it off to 3 digits, it would be 25.7 degrees. Okay. Now to find angle C, all I have to do is use 180 minus those two, because 3 angles have to equal to 180, right? So 180 minus 120 minus 25.7. So I get 34.3 degrees. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 7. So number 7 will equal to number 12 on the oral exercise. Right? So you can start with your A, B, C. And you got small a, small b, small c. Okay, so you got small a equal to 30, small b equal to 20, and angle A equal to 130. Okay, so again, you got two of the same letters, so you can use law of sine. So you're going to look for B first. Okay, so you're going to go sine B over B equal to sine A over A. Now, we know for sure that this is the biggest angle because only the largest angle can be 90 or more, okay? So we know that this is the largest angle, so this is not the largest angle. So we know that you're going to have one case, okay? Again, only time you have to worry about second case is if the angle you're getting from the law of sine is the largest angle. So we know that this is not the largest angle, so therefore will be only one case. Okay. So substitute. So sine B over B is 20 over sine of 130 degrees over small a is 30. Multiply by 20 on each side. So this will cancel out. So let's go and get calculator and work it out. So you got sine B equal to 20 times sine of 130 degrees divided by 30 equal 0.51069 whatever. So to find the angle, you have to go second function of that. So second second sine of the answer I got from before, and this will equal to 30.71. So when you only want to get 3 significant digits, right? So it would be 30.7 degrees. So it would be a 30.7 degrees. Okay. Now once you find these two angles, and you can get your calculator, you can find angle C by using 180 minus 130 minus 30.7 equal 19.3 degrees. So again, you don't have to get the second possibilities because this is not the largest angle. You know that for sure. That this is not the biggest angle because only the biggest angle can be, this is greater than 90, so you know that this is the largest angle. Okay, okay, so now let's go and look for C. So you have to use C over sine C equal to, I'm going to use A because this number is already off by a little bit. So A over sine A. So substitute everything in. Sine C is 19.3 degrees. A is 30. Sine A is 130 degrees. Okay, so let's go and multiply the denominator. So sine of 19.3 degrees. Okay, so this will cancel out. So small c equal to, get a calculator. So you got 30 times sine of 19.3 degrees divided by sine of 130 degrees and push equal. So it would be 12.943. Okay, and so 3 significant digits would be 12.9. Okay, and so you box that. Okay, and that's your number 7. Okay, let's go to number 9. And number 9 is number 14 on the oral exercise. Okay. Okay, so go and get your ABC. So A, B, C, and small a, small b, small c. So small a equal to 9, small b equal to 10, and angle B equal to 40 degrees. Okay. Okay. So you got 2 of the same letters, so we have to use law of sine. And this is given, so we have to use sine A over A equal to sine B over B. So substitute, so sine A over 9 equal to sine 40 degrees over 10, okay? And multiply by 9 on both sides. So this cancel out. Sine A equal to, get a calculator. So you got 9 times sine of 40 degrees divided by 10 equal to 0.5785. Okay, so angle A will equal to, so you go second sine of the answer I got from before equal, okay, so 35, so angle A equal to 35.345. Okay, here's a question again. Do you need the second possibility? The answer is no, because you know that this cannot be the biggest angle because this is smaller than that. Therefore, this has to be smaller than this. Okay, remember. So smaller angle will face the shorter side. Okay, so this is going to be smaller than this. Therefore, this cannot be the biggest angle. Therefore, you will not have second case. Okay, again, only when you're looking for the largest angle, you need a second case. So this is not the largest angle, so you know that, again, from this we know that this is the shorter than this, so this would be smaller than this. So this is not the largest angle. Okay? Therefore, we don't need a second case. So you got 35.3 degrees. Okay? So once we get that, once we get two angles, we can find the third angle by using 180 minus 35.3 minus 40 equal to 104.7. So if you're running off, you will get 105. Okay, but you want to keep it for the degree. You want to have one decimal place. Over here, you want to get 3 significant digits. Okay, so now we can find C. Okay, so you're going to get C over sine C equal to, I'm going to use the B because B is exact, equal to B over sine B. So you got C over sine of 104.7 degrees equal to 10 over sine of 40 degrees. So I had to multiply the common denominator over the denominator over here. I need to multiply the denominator to get rid of that. Okay, so multiply by sine of 104.7 degrees. Okay, so this will cancel out with this. So I got C equal to, get a calculator. So you got 10 times sine of 104.7 degrees divided by sine of 40 degrees push equal, I messed up. Okay, start it over. Okay, so I got 10 times sine of 104.7 degrees divided by sine of 40 degrees push equal. Okay, something is not right. Okay, so C equal to 15.04. Okay, so if you, so this I just missed it, so C will equal to 15.0. Okay, so again, depends on what number you enter, so your last digit may be off just slightly, so that's okay. Okay, so in the book answer, it has a 15.1. Okay, so that's okay. Again, like I said, depends on how many digits you carry and things like that. And also depends on if you use calculator or use the table, it also make a difference. So if your last digit is off by slightly, that's okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 11 would be number 16 on the oral exercise. Okay, so you got A, B, C, small a, small b, small c. Okay, so B equal to 14, C equal to 18, and angle B equal to 50 degrees. Okay, so we have to find C first. So you go sine C over C equal to sine B over B. So substitute. So sine of 50 degrees over 14 times by 18 on both sides. So this will cancel out. So sine C equal to, get a calculator, so you got 18 times sine of 50 degrees divided by 14 equal 0.98491. So angle C equal to, so you have to use second function of that. So you go second sine of the answer I got from before equal, so you got 80.035, okay? So what you want to do is run it off to the one decimal place. So angle C would be equal to 80.0 degrees, okay? But again, so you need to have a second case, okay? Because remember, this is bigger than that. So we don't know if this is bigger or this is the biggest. Again, if you don't know, you got to try your second case. So this is your C1. So again, you have to get your A, B, C, and this is C2. Okay, so A, B, C. So again, if you don't know for sure, then you have to try. Okay. The only time you don't have to check is if you use it to get length, or the smallest angle, or the medium angle. Okay. But in this case, this angle you don't know if it's small. You know that it's not smallest angle, but you don't know if it's medium or large. Okay, so you have to try second case. Okay, so C1 equal to that, so angle C2 will equal to 180 minus 80 will give you 100 degrees. Okay, okay, so that's the situation you get. Okay, so you can make sure you get two sets right away before you go any further. Okay, so you can make sure you get two sets. Okay, before you go on to do that, because if you don't do this right away, don't get the second case right away, you're going to lose track. Okay, so now let's go and get A. So you got 180 minus 50 minus 80 equal to 50 degrees. Okay, and to find A, we can use the A function. So A over sine A equal to B over sine B. Okay, substitute, so A over sine of 50 degrees equal to 14 over sine of 50 degrees, sine A. Yeah, okay, they are the same. So A will equal to 14 because they cancel out, right? Okay, yeah. So this one you don't even have to carry, right? Because look, they're the same. Because this is isosceles triangle, okay? Oh, that's cool. Save a lot of work. Okay, this one, so 180 minus this will give you 30 degrees. Okay, so this one, to find A, you're going to get A over sine A equal to B over sine B. So A over sine of 30 degrees equal to 14 over sine of 50 degrees. So multiply by sine of 30 degrees, multiply by sine of 30 degrees, so cancel out. So A equal to, so you got 14 times sine of 30 degrees divided by sine of 50 degrees push equal, so you got 9.1378, so 3 decimal place will give you 9.14. Okay, and that's it, that's everything. Okay, so again, this is pretty cool when you see that. Okay, so you can just notice that they are isosceles triangles, so they should be equal. Okay. Okay, so you don't even have to do anymore. You can just look and can see that A had to equal to 14. Okay, if you don't see this, you just multiply by sine of 50 on both sides. Okay, and this will cancel out, this will cancel out, so you get A equal to 14. So you don't even need additional calculation. Okay, but anyway, so this one, okay, you got two possibilities. Okay.